Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we'll give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach 100% truth, that teach and do rule well. Shalom to the Akim, to hit the highways and the byways, to hopefully let the pussy truth with all truth and sincerity. This your brother Zakar is coming back with another video. All right. So the Day of Atonement is a couple of days. It's a couple of days away. Okay. I believe about 3 more days. Wednesday. So now is the time to get yourself right, to get yourself clean. Far as being clean, renewing your mind, renewing your spirit. Even to the brothers that still, even in the brothers in the truth, we all got a particular sin, a particular thing that we know that we done. We know what we haven't done. Okay, so right now is the time just to get yourself right. Okay, and only get yourself right is first and foremost is understand the wisdom. Okay, that's the only way, man. Coming back to Yahweh Shai, man. The knowledge and understanding. Okay, to know what is sin, man. Okay, he gave laws, he gave statutes and commandments to keep us in a straight way. Now we can't fulfill, not slocky, we can't do the whole law perfectly, but we do make an effort, like as I always say every time. Let's get the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and we'll start at verse 1. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 1. And it reads, wisdom reacheth from one end to another, and sweetly does she order all things. I'll read it again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another, mightily, and sweetly does she order all things. Okay? So wisdom is everywhere, man. So wisdom reaches from one end to another. Wisdom is a worldwide thing, man, that you can receive. If you have ears to hear, let them hear, man. All right? Wisdom, if you have a heart that's desiring understanding from Yahweh Shai, you can get the understanding of the knowledge, man. Okay, but you gotta be sincere. Verse 2. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. Always dwelling with the knowledge and understanding, man. Always dwelling with the wisdom, man. That's the whole duty of man is do the commandments of the Most High, man. And the Most High has only called the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, to this, man. This is not for any other nation. The nations are nothing. The nations are here to do one thing, well, 2 things: to punish Israel, but ultimately to be in subjection. Okay. I'll read it again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 2. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty, in that she is conversant with Most High. She magnified her nobility, yea, the Most High of all things himself loved her. So, okay, the Most High loved wisdom, man. That's basically what it's going into, man. The only way you can understand these scriptures and knowledge of these scriptures is the Holy Spirit to be dwelling with you, man. Okay? The Most High had to open up your eyes, man. If not, then you're going to be blinded. There's going to be an angel right there blocking the understanding, even though you hear it, but you won't be able to receive it, man. There's plenty of examples of brothers that know they're Israelites, but still want to squeeze in any other nation, excuse me. But still want to squeeze in other nations. They still want to eat defiled food, man. They still want to do things outside what Yahweh Shai has told them. And that she's conversing with Most High, she magnified her nobility. Yea, the Yahweh Shai of all things himself loved her. For she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of Most High, and a lover of his works. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? I'm going to read it again. Wisdom of Psalm chapter 8 and verse 5. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things, man? Okay, now you got people like Floyd Mayweather, man. He love his money, man. He one of them jakes that just love his money. Okay, he's flashy. He want to do things. He's very flamboyant. He's very arrogant. Okay, now if riches and mansions and cars is to be desired, what is more powerful than wisdom, man? And when you understand, and when you get the knowledge of the scriptures, and you get the wisdom from Yahweh Shai, you have opportunity, Lord willing, to be redeemed, man, to be in a hope for elect, to be part of 144,000. Okay, speak about the men's here. Okay, and that's and the glory that we will receive, Lord willing. We are. You can't even imagine it, man. Okay, we can only try to imagine it, but we can't grasp the whole concept of what the kingdom of heaven is always going to be like, man. Okay? If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom, that worketh all things, and in prudence work? Who of all there are is a more cunning workman than she? Read it one more time, Salakia. Wisdom Psalm chapter 8 verse 6. And if prudence work, who of all there are is a more cunning workman than she? And if a man love righteousness, her labors are victorious, for she teacheth it temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, man. So if you desire something, man, this is the only way you're gonna have the understanding of the old way and the new way, man. I'm gonna grab that. I don't want to butcher it. Salakia, Matthew, real quick. Matthew chapter 13. Okay. Matthew chapter 13 and Matthew chapter 13 and verse, I'll start at verse 51. Verse 52 is the point. Yahweh shall say unto them, have you understood all these things? They said unto him, yea, Lord. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old, man. This is it right here, the wisdom, man. It said things new and old, man. So you just cannot just be a New Testament Israelite or Old Testament Israelite that you do have, man. Okay? They do go out there and try to preach. Well, they do out there and tell you you're Israelite, but that's all they have, man. They're not giving you the whole, they're not eating the whole roll. They're holding back. All right? They're holding back that talent, and they will be punished for that, man. I'm reading it again. That's heavy. Hold on. I'm going to get the Apocrypha. I'm going to read a verse in Apocrypha. Then I'm going to go back and read Matthew chapter 13, verse 52. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjureth up aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. I'm reading again. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old. All right? So the scriptures, man. Matthew chapter 13, verse 52. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. Okay? Go back to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 9. Therefore I propose to take her to me, to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things, and a comfort in cares and grief. Therefore I propose to take her to me, to live with me, knowing that she, to live with me, meaning meditate on these scriptures, man. Meditate. Let the Most High will his ways be the meditation, man. Let's get the book of Psalm, chapter 1. Let's prove it. See if I can bring it out. Lord willing, I can bring this out real quick. What is it? Is it Psalms 119? Salaki, bear with me. You know what? Salaki. Salaki. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So, meditate on this book, man. Meditate, we get the whole roll, man. Okay? We get the whole knowledge of we get the knowledge of the understanding of the scriptures, man. Then we'll go out there and teach, man. Okay, not because this was because we just woke up one day and we decided to just be teachers. No, the Most High had to choose you, had to put the Spirit on you to go out there and teach, man, to give you the understanding. Okay, wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principal thing, but with all thy wisdom, get understanding. Roughly paraphrasing. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success, man. So this is the only way, man. Back to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and read verse 9 again. Therefore I propose to take her to me, to live with me, the understanding of the scriptures, the knowledge of wisdom, that she would be a counselor of good things and a comfort in cares and grief, man, to guide you through this world, to guide you through Babylon the Great, man. Because this is because a lot of jakes had got swallowed up by the philosophies of this world, man. All right, when tragic hits, we don't panic. We expect all, we looking forward to the day of tragedy, man. When bullshit happens, we don't panic, man. Why? Because we know ultimately that this is the way of Yahweh Shah, man. This kingdom was not meant to be here forever. It was meant to be here for a season and a time. Okay, you read in the book of Revelation chapter 12, where it said that the dragon was released, okay, which is, represents Esau, even the so-called white man, for a season of time, man. So we almost finished, man. We almost up out of here, man. And with all the bullshit that's going on in this world, you can clearly see it. If you don't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. For her sake, I shall have estimation among the multitude and honor with the elders, though I be young. Okay? I shall be found of a quick conceit and judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. So, when we get the understanding, man, and we get the knowledge of the scriptures, okay, we are able to have, conversation with the elders, man. We're not rambling, we're not babbling. Okay, we're doing things according to the order of Yahweh Shai. Okay, everything is done in order. There's a ranking, there's a rank, man. Okay, got your younger brothers, got your captain, you got your officers, you got, just different levels, man. But we all are one. We all come in as one body. Why? Because the Most High has all put the Spirit on us, man. When I hold my tongue, they shall buy my lecture, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality, and leave behind me in everlasting memorial to them that come after me. I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me. So once we get this understanding, okay, and we continue to do the will of Yahweh Shai, and we grow in this thing, and we endure until the very end, all right? That's the only way. Okay, these Christians teach that you save. No, that's bullshit. You endure to the end. Okay, you do the will of Yahweh Shai, hitting the highways and the hedges. Ready to hear or forbear. Okay, you have opportunity to be a part of the elect, to be a part of the 144,000, and ultimately to have every nation in subjection, to own a slave, man. The Most High said, if you ask me, the Most High said, if you ask me of the heathen, He will give you, basically, give them to you. I'm gonna grab that as well. In the book of Psalms 2. Lord willing, bear with me, brothers. Psalms, you know what? I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the whole Psalm chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Okay? Who's the heathen? These are the other nations, literally. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Yahweh and against His anointed. Why do the heathen rage, man? They was coming up with a scheme, a plot, but it's gonna fail, man. Okay, that New World Order, man. That's not gonna. Well, it's in motion right now, but it's not gonna fully. They're not fully gonna accomplish what their heart desired, man. Verse 2, Psalm chapter 2 and verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Yahweh and against His anointed, saying, okay, Esau Edom is an adversary against the Most High, man, against His peoples. He does everything opposite, man. Why? He's a devil. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Yahweh shall have them in derision, man. And this is what we're doing now, man. We're laughing, man. The Most High said that we the mouth, man. We speak. Okay? And when we speak, that's the Spirit speaking through us, man. So we laugh at this damn devil, man. Esau Edom, we see that he's on the ropes. Just like when you watch boxing and, you know, in the opposition, it's finally on the ropes and everybody stand up and start applauding and because he's about to get knocked out. Same thing applies to Esau. He's on his way of getting knocked out forever, man. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Yahweh shall have them in derision. They shall speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Most High is not pleased with this place, man. Okay, America has a thing, well, the America, which is ran by Esau Edom, this is the modern day Syria, man. They have a thing called American Dream and God Bless America. Now the God is speaking about is Caesar Borgia, not speaking about Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, Most High has given them a description of what he looks like. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, 10, Revelation chapter 1. You got plenty of examples to angels in Ezekiel chapter 1. But they when they say God bless America, they're not talking about that God, man. They're talking about the God they serve, man. All these different demons and shit. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree that Yahweh have said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Man, I'm talking about Yahushua. Verse 8. And the Most High going, you know, bring us back as well, man. We all going to be gathered together, man. The elect has been gathered as we speak. The house of David is being built, the tabernacle. Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's literal. Okay, we will have these heathens for our slaves, man. Okay. Now we will have the Edomites, the Moabites, the so-called Chinese, the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, the Hamites, the Elamites, the Elam, the East Indians, man. They will be our slaves. But those nations, after they served 1,000 years of slavery, they will go right back to their lands, except for who? Esau, Edom. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. That's literal, man. They will have a yoke of iron around their neck, man. Okay, that's not some metaphor. You know, that's not some parable. That's actual literal. You can look up. Jake had a yoke of iron around his neck. Now, if we the Most High beloved, and he loved the nation of Israel, okay, he loved the nation of Israel, but he's going to save a remnant of Israel, which is 144,000, then the elect, man. So if he put a yoke of iron around our neck, what the hell you think gonna do with these damn heathens, man? Esau Edom, who he says he has a perpetual hatred forever. Okay, it just makes it just won't make any sense for him just to put a yoke of iron around the nation neck that he loves, Israelites, but then let them go scotch-free. Okay, that's an oxymoron. That's hypocrisy. But Esau Edom preached this because he does not want to face the judgment, man. Here it is. He has caused all wickedness, abomination, done all types of filthiness, but then he want to escape and go scotch-free, man. That's some bullshit. You will drink that cup, you damn devil. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, do the work of Yahweh Shai, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him, man. Kiss the Son. So do the work of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, when that day pop off, and we are very, very near unto that day, man, of destruction. Okay, when that day pops off, there's no more, the gates of mercy, that's it, man. Like the days of Noah. Okay, they have plenty of time to get themselves right. Okay, but once that day was it was time to seal the elect and kill off all the wicked, which are now 2/3 of Israel. Hey, you had your opportunity, man. There's no excuse. But you want to scoff, you want to mock, and this is not time to be a mocker, man. This is not time to be a scoffer. Never have been a time, but this is time. This time right now is to get yourself right. Okay. All right, that's it. Back to the wisdom of Psalm chapter 8 and verse, and let's get ready to finish this out. Man. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8. Verse 12. When I hold my tongue, they shall abide my lecture, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality. and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me, man. And this is receiving that praise, man. But this is receiving that fame, Salakia. And the book of Zephaniah was it chapter 3? Zephaniah chapter 3, where it said you get fame and praise. I'm gonna grab that as well, Salakia. Zephaniah, real quick one. Zephaniah chapter 3. No, hold on, man. Salakia. Zephaniah chapter 3. Start at verse 14. You know what? Because this whole chapter is good, man. Let's start Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid, man. That's in the kingdom. All right? Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Yahweh have taken away thy judgments. All right, we finally begin being free from this bondage that we're in. We're still in slavery. We are not free as of yet, man. Okay, these the mental shackles, right now has fallen off of us, man. Now all we're waiting for now is just to go ahead and get up out this kingdom, man. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. Verse 15. Nowhere in Scripture that doesn't mention Christianity, Roman Catholicism, Muslims, anything of that sort. This is only for the nation of Israel. The Yahweh have taken away thy judgments. He have cast out thy enemy. The king of Israel, even the Yahweh, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. So you will not see evil anymore, man. As it says in the Scriptures, he will wipe away all tears from thy eyes, man. Meaning we will not be in a grievous state, man. We will not be in a sorrow of heart, man. We're not gonna worry about anything anymore. We're gonna wake up and be blessed. We're gonna be royal. We're gonna be orderly royalty. The Scripture says, as we pray and we get through praying, before we even finish our prayer, most likely gonna be blessing us, man. Okay, we're gonna go right back to being a kingdom, man. Okay, not just a split kingdom, not just a southern kingdom, northern kingdom. We all come as one, man. Verse 16. That day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. The how thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. This is only for their remnant, all right? As we started off in the book of Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 13. I'll read Zephaniah 3 and 13 again. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity. This is a remnant. The elect, starting with the 144,000, nor speak lies. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. This is only for the remnant of Israel. But all nations eventually will be saved. All the nations of Israel, Salakia, slip of the tongue. All the nation of Israel will be saved. Salakia, slip of the tongue. Verse 18, I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemnly assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Verse 19, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. All right, so what's I going to undo, man? All these curses will be uplifted, man. Okay, we will not be had in derision. We will not be reproached. We will not be laughed at, scorned, whatever. And I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame, man. So we will put to shame, man. These Edomites will be bowing down to us, man. Okay? They will be praising us. Verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in that time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Yahweh. And no other nation can attest to this, man. The Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are children of the Lord. We are children of the Lord, man. Children really go back to the sons. If you look at the definition of it in the Hebrew, it's called Bane. But we are the children. But this also applies to the women as well. So we all been in captivity, man. So speaking about all the tribes of Israel. Okay? And the Most High gonna turn back our captivity, man. It's obvious who the people are if you are honest, man, and humble down. So he speak about the Israelites, but they don't want to attest to the fact, man. They still want to be a part of Esau, Edom rulership and government. Okay, this guy has shown you nothing but hatred, nothing but lies and deceit. Okay, and you still want to be, you still try to please this guy, man. Scriptures say, you know, you cannot please this guy, man. Scriptures say, don't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that. I don't want to butcher that as well. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 30. Salaki 31. And it reads, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Okay, so we're not supposed to be envying this guy, man. We're not supposed to be wanting to be like him, man. We're not supposed to choose none of his ways. His ways are averse to the Most High, man. Okay, even though it looks like he's prospering, that's only for a season and time. He will be cast down, man. The same way all the kingdoms, man. Look at Egypt. Pharaoh was high and glorious. Who built that kingdom? The Israelites did, man. Okay? So, let's go back to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. Start reading verse 14 again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 14. I shall set the people in order, and the nation shall be subject unto me. Horrible tyrants shall be afraid when they do but hear of me. I shall be found good among the multitude and villain in war. Salakia. After I am come into mine house, I will repose myself with her, for her conversation have no bitterness, and to live with her have no sorrow, but mirth and joy. Now when I consider these things in myself, and pondered them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. Okay, it's immortality, man. This is the way to be perfected, man. Okay, this is the way to receive the kingdom, man. This is the way to have the immortality and go back to our old way, man. Meaning as it was designed from the beginning, book of Genesis, chapter 1, 2, and 3. I mean, when you read that account, you read how we came from that lofty position in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, that was speaking about us, man, being mighty men, man. Okay, we had we was the best, we was famous men, as Salaki, as we read in the book of Zephaniah chapter 3, man, and we came from that, man. Verse 16. After I am come into mine house, I will repose myself with her, for her conversation have no bitterness, and to live with her have no sorrow, but mirth and joy. Now when I consider these things in myself, and pondered them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality, and great pleasure it is to have her friendship, and in the works of her hands are infinite riches, and in the exercise of conference with her, prudence, and in talking with her, a good report. I went about seeking how to take her to me. So, you know, listen, man, so this is, with all that, you know, so this is the ultimate thing, man. There's nothing else to do in this world, this wicked rulership, but to learn Yahweh Shai, but to learn Yahweh what Yahweh Shai's will, man. For I was a witty child and had a good spirit, yet rather being good, I came into a body undefiled. All right. Nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh what Yahweh Shai gave her me, and that was a point of wisdom also to know whose gift she was, I prayed unto the Lord and besought him, and with my whole heart I said. Stop right there. So this is for Yahweh. So this is only for us, man. There's wisdom. Let's get the book of oh man, I'm trying to think with the book of let's grab a book of Psalms. All right, we're at the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Yahweh. Okay, read it again. Psalm chapter 119 and verse 1. Which is continuing on in the video, continuing on in the lesson that I basically start off with wisdom, man. Okay, like I said, the Day of Atonement is coming up, and it's time to get ourselves cleaned up, man. All right, because we all still commit sin that we don't even know about. So let's get Psalms 119 and verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Yahweh. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. All right, we rehearse the righteous acts of the law. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways, man. We're not being hypocrites about this thing, man. Okay, we're doing all that we can do to get ourselves right. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were direct to keep thy statutes. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes, O forsake me not utterly. Verse 9, Psalms 119 and verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word, man. So this is the way that we clean up our way, man. Going into what I was saying earlier. It's time to get ourselves cleaned up. It's time to get ourselves right, all right? Every day, this is not the time to be playing around, man. Okay, we got to, this is ample time to even push the truth even harder than before, okay? Because we see that some bullshit is about to go down, man. So horrible times is finna come, okay? Jacob trouble is near, it's knocking at the door, man. Verse 9 again, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word, Salakia. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Sorry, so we doing everything. So we doing everything the Most High tells us to do, man. Lord willing, we doing. Lord willing, we doing. Decently, man. But we shouldn't be satisfied, man. We should get comfortable with the work that we done, man. We should be looking at it as we got to do more and more and more, man. Okay. Verse 11. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. Okay. So, we meditate on this, on the scripture. We meditate on this, man, as I brought out in the book of Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. Blessed art thou, O Yahweh, teach me thy statutes. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways, man. This is all for the Most High, man. This is the Most High's way, man. This is his movie, okay? We nothing more than, servants, man. Like should say, unprofitable servants. Some say I can grab it right quick. Luke chapter 17. Oh, man. Okay, Luke chapter 17 and verse... It's not Luke chapter 17 verse 7. But which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle will say unto him by when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? And will not rather say unto him, make ready, wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me, till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink. That if he think that, sir, because he did the things that were commanded him, I throw not. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do, man. So we can't just take pride in our, what we are doing, man, because this is, this is not good enough, man. Okay, you should have the mindset when you wake up in the morning, when you go to sleep at night, when you're at your job, whatever, that we still can do more, man. We still unprofitable. We still unclean. We still just not doing enough for Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. We still could do more for the ministry. We still could do more for the ministry. There's still some brother out there that still got an ear for it and he's able to wake up, man. Okay, let's read it again. Luke chapter 17 and verse 10. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do, man. This was our duty. All right? No one should be clapping their hands when we, no one should be clapping their hands, man. All right? This is what it is. This is our heritage, man. This is what we are here for, man. The preacher's word. Once again, we are a kingdom of priests now, man. Now, when the kingdom is being established, we will not be teaching other Israelites. They will be born righteous. They have the laws and they have the laws and the commandments and the covenant established in them. Okay, but the nation will come up to the mountain, which represents the government of Israel, and learn the ways, man. They don't have a choice. If they don't, then their land's not going to be fruitful, and they will not get watered down. All right, I'm almost finished. Damn, she look good. Where was I at? Go back to the book of Psalms 119. I'm read a little more of that, then hit on some more precepts. Psalms 119 and verse 12. Salakia. Salakia. I would delight myself in thy statutes, I would not get thy word. Verse 17, deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open down mine eyes, that I may know, behold, wondrous things out of thy law, man. So everything is for Yahweh Shai, man. Everything is for his word, man. Everything is for him. Okay, this is his word, man. Like I said, this is his movie. This is his show. All right, he's a director. We are nothing more than actors playing our part, man. Okay? Whew. Salakia. We don't have a choice but to preach this word. All right, let's prove that right quick. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. I'll just read down. The words of Jeremiah the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Yahweh came in the days of Josiah, the son of Amon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. And it came to pass in the days of Joachim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. It's going into when we was in when we were captive in the land of Babylon. Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, man. The Most High put the word in Jeremiah then, okay? And this ultimately represents us as well, man. The rest of the brothers that are called to be prophets. You remember in the scripture where it said, Most High said he saved 7,000 prophets in the book of, during the time of Elijah? See if I can grab that. Lord willing. What's that? First, okay, first was First Kings, was it 17, 18? Haven't read it in a while. Grab that real quick. Real quick. Ah, snap, I cannot. Salakia. What's it, verse? You know what? Salakia. I'm going to grab the book of Romans chapter 11. Salakia, brothers. Salakia. Let's grab the book of Romans. First Kings. Okay, I got it. Salakia. Okay, this is the book of First Kings, chapter 19, and verse 17. It shall come to pass that him that escaped the sword of Hazael shall Jews slay, and him that escaped from the sword of Jews shall Elisha slay. Yet have I left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which have not kissed him. 7,000, man. So these were the 7,000 prophets. So basically, Lord willing, we are of the, we those men coming back, man, that we have not bowed to this beast system. Okay, Salakia for that. Go back to the book of 5 again, Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Then said I, Lord, Yahweh Bashem Ashai, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. He was a young man. But Yahweh said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak, man. Let's grab the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 25. Read a little more. Now get ready to wrap it up. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 25. At that time, Yahweh shall answer and said, I thank thee, O Father, most high of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes, man. So only, the men's of, so only the chosen men can receive this, man. So it doesn't wrong to be called a babe in a certain extent, okay? Because we are looked at just nothing, man, on highways and byways. We have more knots than the people that go to Yale, Harvard, and all that shit. Salaki, but the Yahweh, verse 7, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 7, but the Yahweh said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. So we don't speak the words of Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, said the Yahweh. So the Most High is only with us, man. All right, with the prophets. He's going to deliver us out of this hell condition. Okay? So we can't worry about when we hit the highways and the byways, is something going to happen? Could. If it's our time if it's our judgment, then it is what it is. But we're still going to preach this word, man. Then the Yahweh put forth his hand and touched at my mouth. And the Yahweh said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. All right, verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kings to root out and to pull down, to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. All right, Jeremiah's job was to do what? To preach against the, wickedness of our peoples, man. To preach against, Babylon the Great as well, man. This is what we out here doing, man. Okay? All right, that's it on that. Let's get one more precept, then we out. Let's get the book of, try to take that scripture. Get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10. No, it's like 1 Corinthians chapter 14. To the spirits of the prophets, hold on. All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32. For the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. So if you was a prophet then, you're going to be a prophet again and again and again. All right, I'm read it again. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. For Yahweh by Shema Shai is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. So the Most High is not confusing you, man. It's your lust and your desire, and you trying to put a spin on it that that you getting trapped by your own logic, man. That stumbling block. Okay, and let's grab one more. One more. I'm gonna close it out. Close it out with the book of. All right, get ready to close it out. Wisdom of Solomon. I read this the other day. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. Okay, now only the people, now the elect can only receive this, man. Okay, only we can receive, only we can come to the understanding of who we are. Only we can come to the understanding of what the Most High will is, man. Okay, only we can understand it while we was in a condition. Okay, and understand what's coming. All right, that charagma. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect. Read it again. They that put their trust, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect. All right, so only the elect gonna receive this, man. All Israelites. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, as I just said, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High. Okay? Why? Because they lust after their own desire, man. They didn't want to come under the obedience of Yahweh Shai. But whoso despises their wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. A little leaven spoiled the whole lump. Even if you teach decent, but you got a little leaven, your thing is wicked, man. It's finished. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Their offspring is cursed. Wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, we're gonna close it out. Give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach 100% truth, that teach and do rule well. Shalom to the Akim, the hopeful elect that puts his truth or follow truth sincerity. Shalom, Abba Babal, Brakatham, stay strong, brothers, continue to push. Shalom.